Welcome to the Sleazy Podcast, the podcast about anything and everything, but mostly TV and movies. And now it's time to get sleazy.
All right, we're back, man. Back from our holiday break.
It's been a while.
Yeah, 2 weeks off. Unheard of. Unheard of for us. We've been on a tear the past couple of years.
I was waiting for a text message last Friday. I'm like, oh, I guess we're not podcasting.
I guess you didn't listen during that episode.
I didn't.
The only one that wasn't.
No, I did.
Well, you weren't drinking, but I was like, yeah, we're gonna take a holiday break here, and we'll be back. But anyways, everybody, welcome back to the Sleazy Podcast, the world-renowned Sleazy Podcast. I'm your host, Sleazy, joined with my other host, Mr. PBS.
Howdy, howdy.
And he's here, ladies and gentlemen, after working 12 hours today, something like that. Good Zilla.
Hello.
What was that?
I don't know. Just going with it.
Hello.
Hello.
It's not cool to do funny accents, Rob.
I don't care.
Like, if you're going to do the accent, you got to do it right.
Well, fucking deport me.
You may get your wish, dude. You do kind of resemble a Mexican guy.
I don't know.
That's all I'm saying.
I blend in with a certain demographic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're Mexican after this week, apparently. So.
No, doesn't matter.
But so we're back from our holiday break. We had 2 weeks off. I think we got a good show. We're gonna do crazy news. Crazy news is gonna be a little political, maybe.
Crazy world.
We'll try to thread that needle as in the middle as we can. Just calling balls and strikes as we see them.
Don't be a bitch. It's okay.
Right. And there's a couple crazy things in there. Other than that some people, may blow your mind. That's why it's in crazy news, obviously. Then we're going to cover Stranger Things Season 5. So I don't know how well that's going to go. Then PBS and I are going to talk Predators, which is a documentary on Paramount Plus about what's his face.
Well, it's sort of about To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, How to Catch a Predator.
Sort of about
what's his name though?
Chris Hansen.
Yeah. Chris Hansen. Yeah.
I've been seeing like a lot of a montage of his like best sayings and when he's interviewing. It's fucking hilarious.
Super entertaining, but the guy definitely he's not what you think he is.
Okay.
We'll get into that.
yeah.
Okay.
Interesting documentary.
Yeah, very interesting. Then we're going to do Zilla's Tubi pick. So for those of you that don't know that, Robzilla goes into the Tubi vault and he fishes out a shitty movie for you to watch every week.
Just like Mystery Science
Or he
Theater
shits out a fishy movie. One of the other.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Something.
Yeah. Normally it's a fishy movie. And then to close the show out, we're going to talk about our Letterboxd 2025 year in review. We're going to tell you what was the most watched things for us this year. And if we have time, we will definitely get into what's most anticipated for this year, 2026. So as the year fucked you guys up, I'm still like typing in 2025.
Oh, yeah. Still am.
I'm like, God damn it, get it through your head.
I'm like, fuck.
This is not 2025 anymore.
It's still 2020, really.
Yeah. It does, like, how have 6 years gone past already?
Trapped in the Matrix.
We really are, dude. The Earth is like, Superman must be speeding the Earth up to catapult us to our doom. I don't think it works that way. We know it doesn't work that way, but
Not quick enough.
it'd be fun, wouldn't it? All right, so we're gonna kick crazy news off with the tragic event that happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Don't you feel so fucking legit? We haven't used that in a long time. You're like, just pull the fucking PBS NewsHour desk out right now.
Coming in this hour.
Yeah. Live from BBS Studio, or BBC Studio.
Can't be doing any worse than
PBS.
Barry Weiss and her new guy.
Oh, I know, man. What a catastrophe that first night was for them. So, for those of you that don't know, if you've been living under a rock or you just avoid everything on social media, good for you. I applaud you in your effort to stay away from everything that's going on in the world.
I envy you.
I can't do it. But there was a young woman who was, how do I put this? She was executed by ICE. I mean, when you flat out look at it, she was executed. The dude shot her point blank in the face. And it's a sad situation because I've seen so many views of this video. I've watched it so many times and people's thoughts about it. Most I agree with, some I do not. And it's just terrible. You know, much like the Charlie Kirk shooting, a child does not have a parent now. And that's terrible. And this kid doesn't have any parents except for a step parent left from what it sounds like. Sounds like the father passed away, a few years ago, and this lady remarried another lady. And for whatever reason, ICE was in this neighborhood running an operation, and it was a total shit show. The one neighbor was on CNN today, and they interviewed her, and she was like, they didn't look organized. Everybody was just, it was chaotic. People were yelling. One set of people are yelling this, another set of people are yelling that, and that's what happened with the lady. They were telling her to move, and she she's obviously... there was some shit talking going on between ICE and the people around, and she was trying to move. You could see her waving ICE vehicles through, and then she went to go, and they're like, get out of the car, and they rushed her, and she panicked and hit the gas, and one dude just unloads like 3 rounds on her.
It was 3.
Yeah, and it's terrible, man. People are pissed, and rightfully so. What are we supposed to say? For the past year, PBS and I have literally been saying it's only a matter of time before one of these ICE guys shoots somebody.
Yeah.
Or gets shot.
And
when it'll get real crazy.
And this isn't even the only shooting. They shot some people in, was it Seattle or something like that?
I think that's what it was.
Yeah. So, it's not like it's an isolated event. And we're finding out now that they've rushed people through, and a lot of people couldn't meet the training needs, so they backed it down, like not even like more than halfway. And they said, like, I was reading, some person was saying like that some of these dudes can't even read and write, and they're out there with handguns, and
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, and it's so funny, like all these dudes meet the same profile. It's all these angry like white dudes, and you see a couple black dudes and some Mexican dudes that are on there, probably few, if not none. But it's like, look at all the mistakes the cops make, and they go through academies and constant training, and we're sending these dudes out there that are angry, and some of them are white supremacists. Like, they're just ignoring tattoos and just putting, if you can walk and talk, they're like, fucking, here's your badge, here's your gun, go fucking arrest some Mexicans.
Sir, you got a pulse.
Right.
Line up.
Like, I'm surprised we haven't seen like a deformed guy in a wheelchair going down the street shooting people,
Just like what, 300?
Yeah.
One, yeah.
Yeah. He's following them around.
You got to hold the show this high.
Yeah. It's terrible, man.
Just trying to make my nut.
Yeah. Yeah, like, where's Mr. Mackey at? And for some of these guys, I feel like some of them are probably, trying to make their way into some kind of law enforcement. They've probably been rejected from other law enforcements for good reasons.
Obvious reasons.
And they're just not giving up on the dream of being in law enforcement of some type. But, man, like, what is the point of this, dude? Like, it's obviously to this is all to brew chaos, and it's working.
Yeah.
And like, you wanted a distraction from the Epstein files? I haven't heard one goddamn station talk about it this week.
Yeah.
And this happened on what, Monday? I think it was Monday night or Monday during the day. Here, I've got a article. We'll pull this up. Here, we'll get into it. Okay, tensions are flaring in Minneapolis after an immigration and customs enforcement officer fatally shot a 37-year-old woman on Wednesday. The Department of Homeland Security has alleged the victim, Renee Good, was attempting to run over law enforcement officers when an ICE officer fatally shot her Wednesday morning, a claim that local officials have disputed. I think we can all dispute that with 100% clarity that she was not trying to run anybody over, but just trying to get out of the way. And it looked like they had her whole street blocked off because she lived on that street, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because the one neighbor, they said she was a sweet lady, a mother.
Yeah, she at least lived in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
On the street.
So, I mean, it's not like she was there stirring up trouble and trying, obviously there was shit talking. We know that now after seeing other videos. But this is just, it's insane, man. And the fact that our president and our vice president have come out and they're trying to gaslight people into believing that she was a domestic terrorist.
Yep.
No investigation's been done. Nothing. They just got right on the social media and podium.
The radical left.
Yeah, she was radicalized by the left-wing ideology. She was a domestic terrorist. She was interfering in a federal operation. Like, can somebody just punch JD Vance in the face already? I mean, these guys, they're not fit to run office, any office. They're not fit to be local, federal, and they're certainly not fit to be in the presidential office. But this is what we've been handed for the next 3 years.
Yep.
But
maybe more. Who depends?
We've got dozens of witnesses. They're all corroborating that. In fact, this lady was murdered. And as you can see here on the screen, I'll put this up here.
It pisses me off every time.
Yeah, it does, man. It just hits a nerve. And you hear like what she says, and she's like, "I'm not mad at you, dude."
And we begin with breaking news. ABC News obtaining new cell phone video of the moments before an ICE officer shot and killed.
Yeah, and may I remind you, this is cell phone video. They tried to pass this off as if it was the
body cam.
The body cam. It's not.
He wasn't wearing one, was he? I don't think he was.
I don't know. Well, the motherfucker had his cell phone out.
Yeah.
And like, is this a guy that, I mean, do they train you to hold your cell phone out before you kill somebody? Mm-hmm. So you got the proof? Like, oh, she hit me. So it's just like, and then we find out this guy was 6 months ago, tried to break open somebody's car door window, and he got dragged on the car and hospitalized because of that. So this is a guy that's jumpy and obviously not well trained. So, and which is a lot of these guys, it sounds like.
Well, sounds like he flunked out of the academy, didn't it?
Yeah. But okay.
Killed 37-year-old Renee Good in Minneapolis. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips, and the video is believed to be taken by the ICE agent who fired the shots. We do want to warn you, the recording could make you uncomfortable.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Oh, he got himself some lunch.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like, is it really productive to go and talk shit to these people? They're on edge, they're jumpy, and you're going to talk shit to them. Like, yeah, they're all fucking pieces of shit. They wear masks. They come and snatch people up, tear families apart. And I'm just saying, like, is it really productive to get in these guys' faces? Because then you create situations like this.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Whoa!
The tragedy unfolding Wednesday morning when the federal...
They cut that off. At the end of that, in the full video, he says, "Fucking bitch."
government says Good, behind the wheel of that maroon Honda SUV, intentionally used the car to ram the agent.
Now, our dear president said that this man was escorted immediately to the hospital, and I can't remember the exact words, but he was like, oh, he's going to have a recovery now. Doesn't look very hurt to me. He's walking around, doesn't even the gravity of the situation just hasn't hit him that he's just murdered somebody.
Or he just doesn't care.
Yeah. And that's another thing. These cats are all so angry, they can't wait to fucking pull these triggers.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Where were we at in that? Obviously not there.
A second here so you can hear. They've been chanting ICE out all day long. That's the main message that they have here. Actually, it's two messages. It's ICE, get out of our streets, and they want to see this ICE officer arrested.
We are learning that the ICE officer now has been identified as Jonathan Ross. What are we learning about him as we also now see the video there of the shooting via his own cell phone?
Yeah, we know that Jonathan Ross was part of a very specialized subgroup.
All right, you get the point there. But, I mean, they were showing another video that was from the other side where it kind of looked like she hit him. But the guy, like, clearly from his... And that's how dumb they are. They release his own cell phone video of this. Like, he literally lunges into it to, make it look like there's some sort of contact there. But... I actually found a set of it was rules from the DOJ. Hold on a second here.
I think I heard they were seeing some of those rules or whatever.
Yeah. So we'll put this back on the big screen here now that we're done with this. So this is from Title I, U.S. Department of Justice Policy on Use of Force. Firearms may not be discharged solely to disable moving vehicles. Specifically, firearms may not be discharged at a moving vehicle unless a person in the vehicle is threatening the officer or another person with deadly force by means other than the vehicle. She obviously wasn't doing any of that. So, number 2, the vehicle is operated in a manner that threatens to cause death or serious physical injury, and no other objectively reasonable means of defense appear to exist, which includes moving out of the path of the vehicle. We now know that was clearly not an option for that guy. He moved out of the vehicle. Also, placing oneself in the path of a moving vehicle constitutes officer-created jeopardy and undermines any claim that deadly force was necessary. If you ask me, this guy should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, and he should go to jail for the rest of his life.
Should be fucking hanged.
Don't worry. Kash Patel's FBI is on the job.
Yeah, and they're not cooperating with state officials either.
Cross-eyed fucking
They're sweeping this under the rug.
Yep.
I heard they rushed this guy out as soon as they were done with it. And they were trying to get him out of the state, obviously, so the state can't do anything. But, this is terrible. And the fact that anyone in this country is defending this is just complete tribalism. And I mean, take the blinders off, folks. This is your fellow American that was just gunned down in the streets for no fucking reason. And you're going to sit here and gaslight me and tell me it's this lady's fault? No, the rules that we just read to you say otherwise. This is a guy that should not be wearing this badge and should not have a gun and should not be working for this organization.
But people are all about the laws, right?
Yeah. Well,
right?
and they shouldn't be running through neighborhoods en masse. Like,
that's the problem.
This is a community. Do you want ICE running up and down your street? 100 people deep, knocking on houses, and anybody that looks brown, they're pushing down to the ground and taking them to God knows where. I mean, I hate to get political here, but we all need to look in the mirror and stand up for our American values. And this is not one of them. This is some Nazi shit.
No, it is.
It's straight up Gestapo shit.
Yep.
I mean, I'm doing a lot of talking here. You're the more sane guy, here.
No, I mean, like you say, it's ridiculous. You watch that video, and he's moving one way and she's moving the car the other way. It's clear like she was not aiming to run anybody over.
And here's the thing. You can hear people telling her to move the fuck out of the way, and then two other guys are like, get the fuck out of the car.
Yeah.
Anybody would panic in that situation and just hit the gas and try to get out of the way.
There's like, even you see like car chases all the time, and they tell people like it's not worth it to act in situations like that because chances are other people just get hurt.
Yes.
Like
you
obviously
just got to let it play out.
Obviously they had her license plate. They could have just let her drive off, and if there was a problem, deal with it later.
And obviously she was coming home, so you're not very far from where she's going to be coming back to later on in the day. And they're even like, come talk to us later on, the wife. But, I mean, it's crazy. And I guess people are going nuts in Minnesota right now.
They should be.
After that, they were throwing fucking snowballs at ICE. I thought that was hilarious. They need to throw fucking Molotov cocktail bombs at them, like, we've got all these fucking people that say they're I'm a constitutionalist or whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. Yeah. I believe in the Constitution. Motherfucker, you haven't even read the Constitution. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Because you can't fucking read.
These people are illiterate when it comes to civics. Like, they have either forgotten what they were supposed to learn in high school, middle school, or they just didn't pay attention and somehow got through school. And now they think they know everything, which they clearly don't. These are the most misinformed individuals I've ever observed in my life.
Tell me how a tariff works, would you?
Right.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's another thing. How they're quietly pulling back all those tariffs.
And you explain it to your fucking nephew. How old is he?
Well, I mean, I didn't have to explain shit to him. He knew it already. He learned it in school.
He's like fucking 8.
He's 10, 11, something like
Doesn't
that.
matter.
But
I just want to bring that up.
Yeah, like, this is a failure of our education system from the bottom up, like, what are we going to do? I mean, are we that fucked? Yeah. I think we are.
Oh, yeah.
And for those of you, let's be honest here, for those of you constitutional scholars here that are so, I'm pro Second Amendment. I've got fucking 15 guns and 2 rifles, shotguns, you name it. I'm ready to take the government on. This is why our founding fathers had the fucking Second Amendment. So the fucking government wouldn't come into our neighborhoods and shoot motherfuckers trying to leave. Yeah. I mean, if we're being honest, where are these Second Amendment guys at? Taking it to ICE.
They're like, they're always like, oh, well, I follow the law.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, my ass you do. But, they're actually signing up to become ICE because they're so fucking brainwashed.
They're too busy licking shoe leather.
Mm-hmm. I heard a good one. Kyle, was it Kyle Zelensky? I think is his name. What show? Kulinski. Yeah. What show does he do on YouTube?
I forget what it's called.
But it's something like not religious politics or something like that, Yeah, look it up, Rob. You're the producer. If anybody, he does some good shows, though, but he was like, these people gargle Trump's balls from behind. I'm like, whoa. I've never heard anybody describe it that way. But
like I say, the thing is, this was a U.S. citizen, gunned down, who, as far as we know, has broken no laws.
Yeah.
And even if she did break a law, she probably wouldn't have deserved to have been gunned down.
Yeah.
And it's you watch that video, and all these people are like, oh, that would have never happened to me. Like, well, I don't think these people thought it was going to happen to them.
It's
either.
never an issue until it happens to you.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, I don't really feel like going places right now because you just don't fucking know. Even though I think they're all dispersed out of Columbus for the most part. But this is just it's terrible, man. It is terrible. And here's one. Here's another point from the Jolly Ginger. Mm-hmm. I know you guys know I'm a fan of him.
Yeah.
He gets going on some shit, dude, and you're like, God damn. Oh shit! Do I gotta log into this? Okay, hold on a second. We'll find it on another platform because I don't know my passwords off the top of my head. Okay. Let's back out of this. Silence. But it's terrible, man. And like I said, there's a kid without a parent right now, and what are we achieving here other than a distraction for somebody to get away with pedophilia?
Basically, what it is.
It really is.
See, I can't watch those because I just get so pissed off, and I fit the demographic of an angry white man. But what do you expect?
Right. I'm looking here. God, man, I just can't find anything today.
The guy's name's Kyle Zielinski?
Yeah, Kyle Zielinski. What's the name of his YouTube station?
Secular Talk.
Secular Talk. There we go.
They give birth.
No, I don't want to see that guy. That guy is funny, too. The Jolly Ginger. I gotta say, this guy really does. He puts his money where his mouth is.
There was a video. I think it was from Minnesota, of some dude. Was like burning. He burned an American flag at a protest, and then he left. And somebody followed him, asking him like, "Hey, why did you do that and just leave?" And like they think it was a cop or something trying to like rile people up. And I guess I don't know if the guy answered back any of their questions or just kind of left.
I did not see that. It's just, it's insane, man. Let's see here. Maybe he's got it on his YouTube. Actually, I think I have it in our...
You see, you have it in the chat.
Yeah, our chat. Where are we at here? Robzilla. On my way. There we go. Should have just done that from the get-go. What was I thinking?
Ago. The Daily Mail released this article with a lot of information about the murderer, to include the fact that his wife is an immigrant. Same guy whose job is to literally kidnap and harass and terrorize the immigrant community. But wait, there's more. His dad, Ed Ross, says you'll never find a guy more kind than John. Well, yeah, we will, because kind people don't murder people. But look at this part. He's a conservative Christian.
Who would have guessed?
Shocker, right? AKA Nazi is what the fuck it is.
Alex, I'll take things that no one would have guessed for 500, please.
No fucking shock there. No shock there that he's a Christian, a conservative Christian who doesn't fucking know what his own Jesus said in the magic book about how to treat immigrants. And he clearly missed the part about thou shalt not fucking kill. But wait, there's more. His neighbors say he's a hardcore MAGA supporter. No surprise there. We've been knowing what kind of people ICE is recruiting. They are MAGA supporting conservative Christians who, by the way, fly pro-Trump flags and Gadsden flags, which another neighbor reported Jonathan Ross does. Because, oh, by the way, Jonathan Ross lives in Minneapolis, by the way. He's out murdering in his own backyard. And he is a veteran. And as an Iraq veteran myself, that pisses me off even more. I cannot fucking stand fucking traitors to the oath. You fucking oath-breaking traitor. You took an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution, and what ICE is doing in this.
That's how you know somebody is a real fucking veteran. They all, like, every like hardcore veteran I've ever talked, I took a fucking oath to defend the Constitution. I wish more of them would be like that.
Country is unconstitutional. You are a fucking traitor to your oath, Jonathan Ross.
Damn, he went after him, didn't he? Man, again, I don't know if like what is the point of releasing the name other than to get this guy killed too? But I really think he should be indicted. I don't know if it's going to happen though.
Probably not.
They're gonna. The FBI is already swooping in, and you know the DOJ is on it, and obviously JD Vance was at the podium the other day, and they need the same what do they call it? They can get away with everything, and
immunity.
Yeah, they deserve the same immunity that the president has.
Yeah,
and
bullshit.
it's like, fuck that. Like, the president isn't going out shooting well, I mean, he's killing people.
Well, he's raping kids is what
I
he's
mean,
doing.
Yeah.
President shouldn't have immunity either.
No,
Yeah.
no.
No, none of them.
Everybody should follow the law of the land. It's that simple. But it's just, it sucks, man. And I don't think people have realized we have bred a monster. And we were able to get him out once, and they just openly let him back in because people don't understand how things work. They don't understand the economy. They don't understand how gas prices are determined. They don't understand how prices at the grocery store are determined. All these dumb fucks think that Biden is the cause of their problems because somebody drilled it through their fucking head.
It's Obama's fault.
But what if I just don't like black people?
Yeah. And that's another thing. These people don't know that they're racist. They think that it's okay to call a black person the N-word or, shit like that, or certain things that their upbringing has encouraged them. They just don't know any better. And it's heartbreaking, man, when you think about how fucked up our country is.
Yep.
And
It'll get worse.
Like, I remember when Obama got elected, and I thought it was so profound because, a black president got elected. And I was like, man, are we really turning the corner here?
We breaking ground?
And it did nothing but fuel racism in this country. I mean, it lit a fire under these fuckers' asses. And you add in the Christian nationalism on top of that, oh my God, it's just a recipe for disaster. And I don't know. Do you guys think they're really going to fuck with the elections?
Oh, they will.
I think it's next.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's next. And you know what? Like, I think they're going to try to get Greenland here quick to get, that in the news instead of this.
Yep.
But I don't know, man. It's really fucked up. And, between this and you got AI, and then you've got, all the shit we did with Venezuela, and that's pissed a lot of people off around the world.
I thought it was America first.
Yeah. It really sounds like it, doesn't it?
Every time. Okay. I'm not going to do it.
Go for it, buddy.
I'm going to freak the fuck out because I can't stand. I've been following like Fox News, and I just putting everything on there when they were like talking about the shooting. I'm like, what about the Epstein files? Fuckers. You want to talk about that? Oh, they don't say nothing, too. It's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, it's insane, man.
And then there's another guy we follow, too, Gunny in the Wild.
Gunny's hilarious.
Oh, my God. He's like, yeah, you voted for a rapist. Fuck
He's
face.
going to get shot, dude.
He will get shot.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, your mom's a piece of shit just like you. This woman's like 85. You just give it to her. I love it.
Dude, I saw he had his camera. He has the camera on his bike to where it looks back at him. Mm. These guys in this fucking diesel-ass truck come flying up, and there's a cloud of smoke behind them. And like, it literally sounds like South Park guys yelling at him. They're like, fuck you! Took our jobs!
I'm gonna get out of this truck. He's like, fucking do
it. Yeah.
He's like, go ahead, beat my ass. Go ahead. And they don't even get out of the truck.
They took our dear.
It's funny. They're all, I forget, like, there's always like a specific set of like names that these people like throw out there.
Yeah.
And it's the same. Like, you watch his videos, it's the same shit that people say. And it's like, can you people not think of anything else? Like,
yeah. He's like, is that all you got? He's like, name a Trump policy.
But man,
because you fucking can't.
I mean, where's the empathy at? Where's the compassion at? Like, this is your fellow American here. Nobody should be getting gunned down like this. And the black people, of course, are like, welcome to the party.
Yeah, right.
How does it feel, sir?
Have a seat at the table, white people.
Yeah. You've been invited to the cookout.
Right. Oh, man. It's heartbreaking. And I think we all need to look in the mirror and, we got to get active, and we got to vote better people in the office to prevent this shit from happening.
Yep.
And, like, I understand, like, we're all in a shitty place right now. Cost of living is out of hand. I mean,
I get all my food for like $40.
Yeah, okay,
Where
whatever.
The fuck you going?
Everything has gone up, and we don't have it as good as past generations for sure.
Nope.
But we have to realize that it's not 100% politicians' faults, and we got to put the right people in that are going to put the clamps down on the people that are responsible for this. the billionaires, the CEOs,
Oh yeah.
the greedy ass CEOs. Which, by the way, did you see Trump said that healthcare CEOs make too much?
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then he also said that we need to stop corporations from buying up single family homes.
See how that goes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See how that goes. Yeah.
I think he's just talking like, does this guy really have dementia now? Like he's saying some shit that he would never say.
And every time I hear that, I always think of Bane's speech in The Dark Knight. The army will be raised.
Well, and that's the thing. Like at some point, a light bulb has to go off. Like we got to stop fucking the everyday people over because they're gonna rise up and fucking take everything we have.
Yep.
And other countries are scared of it, but here they don't give a fuck because they know they got 40% of the country just eating up the puke that they regurgitate to them. So,
I mean, didn't you know that empathy is a made up feeling from the left side? Didn't you know that from Elon Musk?
Yeah.
And then we make fun of him for all of his shit getting burned and his stocks going down. He's like, that's just mean. Shut up, bitch.
I was coming home from getting some dinner, and there's a storage place off Crowport Road. Very, very MAGA. I mean, he gargles Donald Trump's balls from behind. But I caught they've got an electric sign, and they always put political messages up, and then get a free month's rent for free. Like
It's time to go treasure shopping.
Yeah, but this one was
You get my
said,
drift.
God forgives, and then in parentheses, like tiny, it said, even if you're a liberal.
See, that's what it is. And my thing too is, it's nothing against Tim Walz, but he needs to be like, you know what? We're gonna get National Guard. You're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, there's a point where you can't play it nice. You can't.
Yeah, and it's just like we had talked about in our chat the other day, and I brought up something. I'm like, at what point do the Democratic governors come together and say, we've got to do this and force ICE out of our cities so this shit does not happen anymore? And, somebody floated the idea of Tim Walz deploying the National Guard to drive them out of the city. And it's like, well, is that going to start a civil war? I mean, what the fuck is going to happen if he does that? Which it doesn't sound like he's going to do it. Like that press conference, he was so beat up and exhausted. He's like, just leave us alone. He's like, I'm not running anymore. You got what you wanted. Like, what else do you want from us?
That movie Civil War gets scarier and scarier, doesn't it?
Yeah. What type of American are you? Click, click.
Yeah. Yeah, not that kind of American.
Yeah. It's terrifying, man. All right. So let's move on to our next article here. But stay safe, everybody. And, for the love of God, like, if you're going to talk shit to ICE, like, make sure you're like 50 yards away and
just get a microphone.
Right.
Yeah, fuck Nazi.
Don't go out in the street and fucking antagonize these guys because they're ready to shoot you. I mean, I'd like to see everybody go home at the end of the night, wouldn't you?
Not them.
I'm not like that. I want everybody to go home.
Not ICE. I don't like Nazis. They're Nazis.
Well, nobody likes Nazis, Rob, but I think some of these guys are doing it for a paycheck, and then other guys are, they're Christian nationalist fundamentalists, and
Well, you can just get a paycheck and disappear. It's fine.
right. Okay, so here's the other thing I got here. Y'all. This comes from NBCnews.com. Over 100 human skulls found at home of Pennsylvania man accused of desecrating cemeteries. Authorities found the remains in Jonathan Gerlach's basement after he was seen leaving a cemetery with a bag containing remains, according to the officials in a police document. Don't you like how they've got this nice sky view of the cemetery?
It must have been inspired by Ed Gein.
Yeah. Maybe he watched it and he was like,
Probably.
time to go to the
Mother,
cemetery.
time to collect them bones.
All right. Pennsylvania man is accused of desecrating a historic cemetery, was charged with hundreds of counts of after authorities discovered a horror movie come to life at his home. Officials said Thursday more than 100 human skulls, as well as numerous long bones, mummified feet, decomposing torsos, and other remains were found Wednesday in the home of Jonathan Gerlach, 34, according to a probable cause affidavit. The remains were found in Gerlach's basement. Delaware County District Attorney Tanner Rouse told reporters 8 additional sets of human remains were found at Gerlach's storage locker, he said. Jesus, this dude was... Whew. Very simply, detectives have recovered an awful lot of bones at this point, and we are still trying to piece together who they are, where they are from, and how many we are looking at. And it's going to be quite some time before we have a final answer. Mother?
I guess he's trying to create his own bone temple, I guess.
Yeah, right. No call out there to the Bone Temple that comes out next week.
Yeah.
It's unclear what Gerlach is alleged to have been doing with the remains, Rouse added, noting that some of them were hundreds of years old. Another set of remains was found with a pacemaker, he said. I grieve for those who are upset by this, who are going through it, who are trying to figure out if it is in fact their loved one or their child, because we found remains that we believe to be months-old infants among those that he had collected, Ralph said. Gerlach was arrested Tuesday, leaving Mount Moriah, a sprawling cemetery that stretches from Philadelphia into the nearby borough of Yeadon, according to the probable cause affidavit. He was charged with 300 counts of theft, receiving stolen property, and abuse of a corpse, court records show. He was charged with dozens more counts of criminal mischief, burglary, intentional desecration of a venerated object, and other crimes. Gerlach is being held in lieu of $1 million cash bond, Rouse said. Court records do not list an attorney who could speak on Gerlach's behalf. The affidavit says Gerlach told authorities that he admitted stealing roughly 30 sets of human remains from Mount Moriah. Wow. Betsy Ross was once interred at a cemetery before her remains were moved. Yeadon Mayor Ron Hepkins said at the news conference, the soldiers from every war since the Revolutionary War are buried there. Good God. This is crazy.
This guy isn't from Florida. What the fuck?
The site is an inviting target, Hepkins said, because it has no fence and there are many points of entry with easy access. Well, I mean, isn't any cemetery? I mean, most cemeteries are wide open. Anybody can go in.
Yeah.
So, and there's usually, only one person that's, the groundskeeper that's there. And, I mean, if they're even out and about sometimes. But
sounds like Rob's fourth job.
Mm-hmm.
I just, you just know there's going to be a Netflix documentary in like 2.5 weeks on this guy.
Oh, of course.
But, wow. I mean, people are fucking weird,
He was just preparing for 100 plays of Hamlet.
Mm-hmm.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
Do you think he really saw 28 years later and he was like...
He got a special showing.
Fucking brilliant. People are like, what's he building out there in that backyard? Like, Jesus.
Got bonfires and shit.
Yeah, dude. I just saw that and I was like, man, we haven't had any crazy news in a while. And I knew we were going to touch briefly on the other news, so I was like, we might as well wrap it all in the crazy news.
It's crazy, all right.
Then I came across this, too, as I was getting ready for the show. Matthew Lillard had a...
Motherfucker, what's up? Motherfucker, what's up? What's up, motherfucker? You're getting it. You're getting it. I'm getting closer. What's up, motherfucker?
It sounded like a skit. It didn't even sound real.
Oh, dude, I know. I had...
What's up?
Motherfucker,
He
what's
slips
up?
on the ice.
Motherfucker, what's up? What's up, motherfucker? You're getting it. You're getting it. I'm getting closer. What's up, motherfucker?
He didn't have shoes on. He was catching up with him.
I know, dude. Like, that's what I was getting ready to say. How impressive is it that he didn't fall on the ice?
Yeah.
The other dude, obviously fell or almost fell there. But my God, dude. You're fucking getting it. He's the coolest dude, too, man. So see him worked up like that.
Just watch the video, Quentin Tarantino. Just remember that.
Matthew Lillard was like, there ain't no calling the fucking police on this shit. Man, who would have thought Matthew Lillard would be chasing somebody out in the fucking cold in his underwear?
I love it.
Was that on your 2026 bingo card?
It is now.
Hey, we're off to a start, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, man. So that's all we have for crazy news. Time to move on.
Sorry.
All right, so it's time to move on to Stranger Things Season 5. It's finally over, but not without some drama afterwards, huh?
Is it over?
It's over.
Is it over?
No.
Is it over?
Conformity gate.
Nothing is over.
My friend Alicia and I, we send a lot of TikToks back and forth to each other, and she kept sending me A lot of the conformity gate stuff. And
I don't believe in that. I believe it's going to come around like 20 years and bring everybody back when they don't make no money.
yeah, I'm waiting for.
They're all millionaires now. Shoot.
Yeah. Well, they'll blow that money.
Yeah.
In this economy, what's $1 million
Put
get
that money
you?
in the bank. Let's go.
Not everybody lives in fucking the country by candlelight like you, Mr.
They
PBS.
should.
That's the problem.
Right.
Living beyond their means.
Boy, does the country sound pretty enticing right now.
Fantastic.
But so I'm going to let you guys talk first, and then we'll talk about the conformity gate after we've talked. But let's go ahead and get this going. What are your impressions after viewing this final season? How it was set up? What'd you like? What didn't you like? What disappointed you? I mean,
So I like the first 4 episodes of Volume 1.
Wrong.
Well, well, valid points for PBS.
sir,
Points.
to each their own. Let the man talk.
Well, I like that.
A, he's wrong, and B, we already talked about Volume 1.
So, but Volume
Moving
2,
along, Junior.
Volume 2, I did not like at all. I don't understand why the Duffer Brothers, they keep adding shit into the final season, and they had never fixed anything in the past that comes up. Like, they keep bringing up in
It's
this
called
season.
a plot hole, dude. You
Yes,
just move
I
on and end
understand.
the show.
I know. But still.
Ain't got time to
Well,
It's
hold
not
your
even
hand.
It's not even a plot hole. It's just sloppy.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing of it is, too, they keep bringing up that, it was going to be the anniversary when Vecna took Will. They keep bringing that up. They're like, well, I don't believe in coincidence. But then they don't follow through on why that day is special. Like, is it supposed to be special, or they just keep saying that?
I think that's one of those things where you had to watch the play. The play told you why that day was special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the real question.
That's the thing. There's a prequel play. I guess you can watch. Is it on Netflix?
I don't think it is yet.
Or there's some of it that's on there or something. I don't know. But
The real question you should ask there is, right, that was like November 8th or whatever was the day. Why, if that was a special day, why didn't all these episodes drop on November 8th?
Yeah.
That's a
one.
real world question that
Yeah.
is silly.
Well, and the thing of it, too, is that, you have the Upside Down, and then you find out that the main one is actually the Abyss. I just feel like, well, they just threw that in there just to make it more
I thought
complicated.
that was cool because I mean,
I just felt like they keep adding and adding.
it was it was a wormhole essentially. So I liked that part of it. I mean, that fit in with it being a sci-fi show that so many people don't realize that it is. But once again, it was just and much like there is with a lot of last seasons, they rush to get to the end and they're like, just leave it up to your imagination.
Well, they didn't rush. It did take them 3 years to get there.
Yeah, right.
2 to 3 years.
Well, they weren't filming this all in 3 years,
Right.
but yeah, you could tell like they were like, okay, here's the plan. Let's just get it over with. So, and there was no fucks given. It didn't seem like,
yeah.
but man, my God, dude, that volume 2. I mean, how long did it take Will to say he was gay? And it felt very forced too.
Well, and that's the thing too. He brings up. He's like, well, I need to tell him because Vecna's going to use it against me. But then you just don't see that through the entire series.
Did Vecna ever use that
Yeah,
again?
he never used it. Yeah, it's just
It's like that. It's like that Taylor Swift song that she changed the lyrics to. It's like, I'll tell your friends you're gay.
Yeah. So, I mean, how did you feel about the
Dumpster
last
fire.
Yeah.
Dumpster fire.
I mean, I don't think everything was terrible, but the things that were bad were bad.
Well, they really showed. It really stood out.
It was sloppy, like PBS said. I mean, the whole, like, I know a lot of people are hung up on the gay scene, and yeah, I mean, it just they were on a high there. They were definitely going somewhere, and then it was just like, guys, I have to tell you something, and they said it took them like 18 hours, 12 hours, something like that to film that. Like, what? Why? Like, so you could tell like they wanted it to be a big deal, and it's like, like I think everybody that's watched the show religiously knew that Will was gay, and nobody cared.
That's the thing too. It's just like they didn't need to make it that dramatic.
I felt like that's something they should have done at the end of the show.
Well, even like last season. I mean, you get the whole vibes from them. I mean, that's fine. And I just
finished season 4, by the way, and that whole scene where they're in the van.
Yeah, it's obvious.
And he's like, obviously, he's conveying his feelings as if they were L's to Mike.
Right.
And then he cries when he doesn't get the, he realizes that he's not going to get the attention that he wants from that. But I mean, it's like.
Well, I mean, I get it.
It wasn't a big like we all knew it, and I would assume people back then would have kind of figured he didn't like girls.
Yeah. Well, even that. Well, I get it because during that time it's very taboo, being gay.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
totally
it's definitely different times.
Yeah.
It's different times. I mean, it was taboo when we were in high school.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't as terrible, but people didn't openly come out.
Right.
But in the 80s, yeah, definitely he would have probably been beat up and stuff like that, and it was terrible. But once again, it's one of these things that show writers and show makers, for whatever reason, they want to pound it down your throat, and it just doesn't come off very well. And I realize that, people that are gay and have gay friends, it was a very emotional moment for them. But it's just not, it's not great entertainment for everybody. And I get that it wasn't necessarily directed towards everybody, but it really, I felt like it really slowed that finale down, and it just, I don't know, it really took a little bit of it away.
Yeah.
It took away from that finale.
It's just, I mean, that's fine if you want to have them come out, but it's just a pacing issue, how you do it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's what it is.
And, I mean, listen, I guess that's pretty brave of him to put everybody in the same room and do it all at once.
Yeah, yeah.
But as close as these characters are, nobody would give a fuck, I don't think, regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all like ride or die characters, essentially.
What should have happened is Lucas, while all this was going on, Lucas should have been like, guys, I have something to tell you. I'm black.
Yeah.
That would have been maybe more of an 80s moment. Like, yeah, we get it, Will.
And I like snow bunnies, a.k.a. white women.
Right. He does like some bunnies, man.
I beg your pardon?
I did like that they didn't have Max get up and walk.
I did appreciate
the one
that.
nurse was like, "You haven't moved in like 2 years. You should probably just stay in the wheelchair." But
the whole thing with her and Holly, she's like, "You can't come with me. You have to find your own way back."
Oh, I know, dude. They, like, how long were they going to talk? Like, I felt like Vecna should have just captured them both right there. But
they kneecapped that motherfucker so bad, like on his powers.
What was the point of Linda Hamilton in this show?
None.
They
wasted her.
Yeah, just to get people excited.
What was the point of the army at all?
Yeah,
right. I mean, other than they needed a gateway to get into the upside down.
I think they counted like how many people Hopper killed. Like, so it's like 75 or 100. Like, this motherfucker ain't going nowhere.
And how many pregnant women did they kill in the upside down? Because remember, didn't she walk through that?
It's like 4 or 5, but that could be a lot more.
Yeah. How many more rooms were there?
Right.
Yeah. There's just so many. There's a lot of inconsistencies with this season, and I rewatched season 1 through 4. I was trying to do a rewatch before the next set of volumes came out or whatever, and I made it to 4, and then so I just went back and finished volume 2, and then I went back and finished 4. But if I've got to like rank the seasons, like obviously I love season 1.
That's where everybody
totally
says
a great feel. I think season 2 is not that great, but it was still fun. Season 3, I think, is the funnest season that they have.
Mm.
And season 4 is probably the best one.
Yeah.
But again, it's a coin flip between 3 and 4. But I would say 5 is probably my least favorite season.
5 is the worst.
And it just, I don't know. Like, they were so good.
So I'm going to help with Mr. PBS on those things. This is for me. So it's near this series finale. Dustin makes a speech, but his hair looks fantastic. I don't know why they couldn't have his fucking hair.
You notice he's like really fucking stocky now.
Yeah.
Every one of the characters looked younger at the end.
Right, yeah.
because they didn't have bad wigs and weird makeup.
Like if they could have made their hair like normal like that, I think that'd been fine. But it's just like it looks so fucking bad.
And another thing I don't think that everybody was really into this season. Like they can say what they want, but I'm looking at season, I just watched season 4 and those kids are fucking acting their asses off in that season. And you get to this season and they really struggled with them, like very important moments and getting the emotion out. And it just felt very like phoned in certain scenes, like they were like, let's just get through this and get this shit over with.
Well, there's certain characters too.
Millie Bobby Brown really struggled in this season.
Yeah.
I thought.
Her and her poor face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Papa.
Yeah. It's to the point like I think we talked about a little bit last time, but like a character, especially like 11, you're kind of like, because they look older than they're playing, so you start to think like, is she slow?
Yeah.
To put it nicely.
It's like she doesn't, like, how many years have passed and she's still not picking up on like talking like a regular person and you're just kind of like,
friends don't lie.
Does 11 have a learning disability here or something? Like, what's going on?
She's got a touch of the autism as well.
Yeah, she's on the spectrum for sure.
And another thing I have too is where were all these the Demobats and these Demogorgons?
They totally disappeared. Somebody said they explained that, but I don't remember seeing anything where they explain it.
I've heard the Duffer Brothers say that the reason why they weren't at the Abyss because they said that Vecna wouldn't expect a sneak attack. But my thing of it is that I felt like they would be guarding Vecna.
Okay, what happened with him saying Will was going to be his spy one last time, but then they still get the drop on him.
Yeah,
just to find Max. That's it.
Just to
find Max. That's it.
Yeah, it all seems so sloppy.
It's just sloppy poor writing.
Did
you see there's the theory that one of the Duffer Brothers got divorced and his wife was actually like the main creator behind the Fear Street, the first 3.
Oh, yeah.
And the theory is that she was like sort of one of the main writers or ghost writers for a lot of this. Mm-hmm. And they got divorced in between season 4 and 5.
He lost the good writing.
And he lost somebody who was like maybe kind of the glue. I don't know how much of this theory actually works.
It definitely seemed like the writing was down a notch this season, like for sure. Like the quality seasons we got between 1 through 4, and then you look at this season, it really felt phoned in, man. Like they were just like, let's get it the fuck over with.
Well, again, Rob says there's the line where like, I don't believe in coincidences, and then a bunch of coincidences happen. Like, yeah, they're just coincidences.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what it is. What I did like is another thing that was as well is Hopper's having this moment with Elle. So they bring this up a lot between choice. So I did enjoy that because she's like, you know what? I'm not your daughter. You need to trust my choice I need to make.
And then they can't show us her making the jump.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That was funny too.
That would have been so fucking cool to see.
I can jump from boulder to boulder.
And then
all of a sudden she just fucking shows up.
They made a big deal. They were like, before the New Year's Eve finale happened, they were like, oh, we've got music licensing from an artist that's never been licensed before in a TV or movie. And then they do the Murray makes the whole record bomb or whatever.
C4.
And they played Prince, and I'm like, oh, Prince is rolling over in his grave right now. Because, Prince did not license his shit out. He was a real picky dude when it came to that shit.
Yeah, he was.
And I don't think he would have, but his family was like, cha-ching.
Yeah, I don't think they were particularly good needle drops either for the scenes, really.
I did like the by the time it gets to the last song and she pulls him into her void of her mind or whatever, and then you hear the Purple Rain, and I was like, oh fuck, she's gonna kill herself. Yeah. I'm like, god damn it.
Well, like I said with choice, because there's a scene with Hopper and Mike. And he's like, well, you have to make a choice like she did. You can go to the path where I did, or you can.
But the funny thing is, it's not even really a choice, though.
Yeah. Well, I know.
It's like, Elle, if you don't kill yourself, they're just going to come after you. You're like, oh, okay, thanks for no choice. Appreciate it. Yeah.
And then, like, I keep, certain people talk to me about this, and they're like, Elle's probably alive in some European country with waterfalls. Like, no, that bitch is dead as a doorknob.
Nah, she's alive.
No,
I
she's
think she's alive.
She's dead.
She's alive.
She is dead. That girl was dead. What did she come back from the grave and do one last spell?
Well, supposedly, like she gave her that power to do that one last.
How do you know? How do you know she was shot?
Oh, that is true.
Now again, this is where it gets sloppy, because the Duffers could have easily shown that she wasn't shot, and then it would have made the enemy like, oh yeah, she got away in the end.
Yeah, and then man, people are obsessed with
it's
this.
Dumb if Elle's the only one who dies. Then it's just dumb.
I was telling a friend this. Well, I mean, can we say it? I mean, there's a lot of dumb shit in this season.
But that's the thing. It's dumb. Like none of the other main characters dies.
And she leaves like the one person she truly loves behind. You know, like she couldn't make Mike blow up with her or whatever. They run off together.
I feel like it was. There's nothing, and I was really focused on Will, which is fine because it started with Will. But then you introduce Holly, and you make like a whole thing with Holly.
Yeah,
it's kind of like it just Nancy wasn't even like didn't speak unless she was fucking shooting something.
The Duffer brothers can suck my fat one, as far as I'm concerned.
I wish he would have died. I don't know why.
Derek,
he really should have. They should have caught his little fat ass. Poor kid, but they should have got him.
Dude, when he was like, when they were running through the little forest or whatever, and he was like behind everybody. I'm like, just kill him.
Everybody says, how did Derek make it out of the mine with that little crack? How did he get through that?
Exactly. That's what I bring up. Well, the thing too is just they give the reason why Vecna couldn't go into the cave is so fucking stupid.
Well, you get there and you're like, oh, he could have gone all the time. He just didn't really run to.
He was just scared.
Because the mind flayer didn't want him to know that it didn't quite happen that way.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter. He's like, because he showed me how.
Another sloppy kind of point. Like, it would have been, I mean, I get it, like killing somebody's tragic or whatever, but like something should have happened to him there, other than.
And of course, they're like, well, they're going to explain that rock. No, they left it open for a fucking spinoff. That's what they did.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I think that's what they said they're going to explain it in the spinoff.
They are. I guess it's going to start with like Papa's father. I think I heard it was Papa's father, him and someone else. They go into the abyss somehow, and they bring back the artifact, and that's why he becomes obsessed with the abyss.
Now, I will say, I thought that one scene with Nancy and the older brother, Jonathan, where the walls and everything was melting. Like
that fucking goo, which I didn't even know what it was.
I thought that was great, dude. That was a great scene in this season. I mean, like as bad as some of the stuff was in the season, there are redeemable points.
Yeah, there is.
So I mean, it's not a total loss as far as the season goes. Like there's some cool shit. Like I liked at the beginning where they were, running around in Steve's Beamer and moving the dish around or whatever. Yeah. Like that was cool shit. That's Stranger Things type stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously, I did enjoy when Nancy shot the wormhole.
Oh, yeah.
And everything starts melting or whatever, and that was a good scene. I like that. There was good character development in there, and they both realized that they hate each other kind of, but they love each other and they shouldn't date each other.
I just felt like that moment they should have just died.
That would have been
figured that out seasons ago.
I feel like that would have been pivotal to the finale if they would have died there.
Yeah,
and, like once again, they have all these opportunities to propel the other characters. And they don't take it because they want a happy ending to a degree.
Except for 11.
Yeah. Except for 11.
Not you.
Well, and
gotcha, bitch.
And like,
I think 11's dead.
Nah, she's
like
dead.
You said, there is redeeming moments, and which I agree, and I do.
She's dead until they come back 20 years from now, like Rob said, and she has to save the day.
Well, that's what it's going to be.
And so, does she get to keep her powers? I mean, because Will won't have his powers because his were tied to Vecna.
He got molested by Vecna for like a fucking week or whatever it was.
A week? This is years, Rob.
Yeah, whatever. He got mind fucked literally for years. Well, she doesn't lose it because she naturally had it.
Yeah. Well, she was born with. She was one of the.
She got the Henry Creel blood.
Yeah. She was the test tube baby.
But I did like the ending with them playing D&D.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's pretty much one of the few redeeming scenes in the whole season.
Yeah,
is that ending,
and that's the vibe to create, because I got that vibe too. Like, man, I remember when I was a kid with all my friends, we were playing, N64.
Never played D&D.
I never played that either. But it's still the same thing with my core group of friends.
Yeah,
and everything's changing when you're getting older. So You know, that's
You work 3 jobs and you never talk to your friends.
Exactly.
But it's like again, like, you know, they had like the whole epilogue. It really, the whole finale felt like 2 episodes just kind of smushed together more than a movie. And that kind of, you know, the Duffer, that was like a big selling point before the season. It was like, oh, there's only 8 episodes, but they're all going to be movies or something. And like, no, they're all like an hour long and they're just long episodes.
Well, they had originally released like a bunch of them that were like an hour, 45 minute, and then they were like an hour. It was like, so that's why a lot of people are like, oh, there's more footage that's coming. But man, do these people need fucking hobbies? And
well, it just makes me think that maybe if they were as long as they should have been, maybe it would have done it better. Maybe.
Well, but those were never confirmed, I don't think.
Okay.
That was just like
okay.
And that's the thing, like, again, because the Duffer brothers really didn't know what they were doing. Like, they didn't have a plan going into this or nothing.
Well, I think they were just ready to be over with.
But they should have had, this thing should have been like 10 episodes, and like 8 or 9 of them should have been like 45-minute bangers. Like, each episode is like, this is the episode where the Demogorgon gets Holly. This is the episode where Holly and Max get together and they get Max out. This is the episode where this happens. Like, every episode should have been a banger. And then you get to that 2-hour finale where all the main stuff happens.
Well,
Instead, it was just hour after sloppy hour after sloppy hour.
Well, and the thing of it is, like you brought it up, that very good point in the very first episode of Volume 1. It's just like after it ends on
I feel like
4,
you need to watch the rest of the series too to kind of get that appreciation for some of the stuff in this season.
Well, just like the ending of season 4, how it's Armageddon, and they first episode,
and then
it's riding a bike. It's just 14 months later, whatever, no big deal.
They could have at least did a little bit of explaining other than, I mean, I guess you kind of get it from Robin, doing her DJ thing or whatever, but I don't know. It just, something, like I said, it
was a botch.
That
they botched it.
Definitely makes sense with you saying something about the wife.
Yeah.
It just didn't, the writing just was not there compared to the other seasons.
The characters seemed flat. Like Nancy was, I don't know. Like, she's a female Rambo with...
I know, dude. Nancy's just killing, like, armed forces and stuff. And
like, she's been to, like, a nonstop training with fucking
And,
John
of course,
Wick.
that's the other point that people bring up is, did the Army just let him go after killing a bunch of Army people?
Yeah. My God. You can't even talk shit to ICE people on the streets. Like, are we seriously thinking the Army's not going to mow these people down when they get out of the portal?
Right. And this is the fucking 80s, isn't it?
And then what happened to Paul Reiser? His character.
Yeah.
Dr. Owens.
Yeah,
That's what
he's...
everybody says, yeah.
Nowhere to be found in this season.
I feel like, as far as the Army was concerned, they should have put a twist on it. Like, there should have been something like the Army was actually like part of the good guys all along.
Yeah,
and like maybe they were kind of torturing people, but they were doing it for a good reason in the end, Or like 11 should have just came out of that portal and like snapped all their necks, and then they could have lived happily ever after.
Exploded their eyeballs like she did in the first season.
Dead. But again, like there's the epilogues, the multiple endings that everybody was talking about, and there's like a scene where Dustin gives his graduation speech, his valedictory speech, and it got to me like how sloppy stuff is, because he's like, this is our year, and we're going to tell the teachers we're not doing this. But they're like, no, it's not your year, buddy. It's graduation day. The year's over.
Yeah.
This isn't your year. It's done. It's over. And like I say, just sloppy. The final scene of them playing D&D in the basement was pretty good. And that's definitely how it should have ended.
Yeah. I definitely felt what's her face's emotion when she was playing the game. Yeah, when
Sadie Sink.
Mike was telling the story.
Yeah,
and they did their best job making him look like Stephen King, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Put him behind the typewriter.
Yeah. He just needed a cigarette and some Coke on the side,
Now he looked like a predator. He looked like a future predator.
And again, you're talking about like a spinoff in 20 years. I'm telling you, in 20 years, they're all dead from cancer from being that upside down.
Right.
Like,
right.
Their lungs alone are fucked. They're all getting mesothelioma or something.
Mesothelioma.
Well, just like to let it, again, like you brought it up, like the first season, like they couldn't go into the upside down without a fucking hazmat suit and everything. These guys are walking around like it's normal, normal air and everything.
I think they just kind of figured out, like, it doesn't hurt.
Yes,
you.
not.
Well, and the thing with Will too is just like they are attacking the Mind Flayer and Vecna, but yet again he wasn't feeling any pain. So apparently he can only be felt pain when he's attacking Demogorgons. You know what I mean? I swear to God, I was hoping when Joyce cuts off Vecna's head, that fucking Will's head would come right off. Like oh my God.
That
You messed with the wrong family.
That right there was a little cheesy to me too.
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
I did kind of like that though. Like I was just happy they gave Winona something to do.
Yeah. Other than look scared and worried.
I swear to God, I didn't know she was in the abyss with him. I'm like, oh, she's with them? I swear to God, I'm like, I didn't know she was with
You
them.
made your mom climb that tower?
Yeah.
Dude, when they pulled up, when they were trying to get into the portal on the military base, and Nancy comes out of the fucking what were they driving, like a Hummer or something, or a van?
She was
like,
in the van.
Yeah. But when she comes out of the top and she's like mowing people down, I'm like, God damn, this reminds me of the end of the Blob.
Yeah.
Remember where they on top of a car
yeah,
shooting and shit?
My thing was so the army shows up at the church where the teacher and the girl are up there. We never see them again, so we don't know if they find them or not. They left the squawk van just sitting there so that so Linda Hamilton can go to the squawk. They left their plans sitting on the transparency so they can find the plans down there. Max and Vicky weren't even hiding until they showed up. Like, what kind of plan was this?
Yeah.
they were trained by ICE.
And did you notice that the nurse, the one girl, is that her name, Vicky?
Vicky.
She's eating cereal and she drops the bowl of cereal. And when the army walks through, like there's no cereal on the floor. Like she cleaned it up like super quick and then hid. Like there's just so many things that are just kind of like.
Well,
again, the season was so bad that they had people thinking, "Oh no, this can't be real."
so look.
Yeah, it's all Vecna's is made this an illusion for Mike.
Well, another thing too is when Elle and what was it, 8 or whatever, Kari or whatever, and they get Max and they bring her into the world, and then they're at the school like, oh well, there's Mr. and Mrs. Wheeler, there's Joyce, so they went to school with Henry, but they act like that they never heard of him and all this shit.
Well, that goes back to that play. So
They said they realized it off screen. That's my other thing. Like the Duffer brother who pulled a Rob, he was giving all those interviews, and then he's like, "Oh, I shouldn't have done all those interviews. I was sick. I had the flu."
And you can tell that they're very inspired by it with a lot of that certain stuff.
I mean that's the whole thing. It was just sort of ripping off nostalgia, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I just again, like if you watch this and you're happy with it, I'm glad for you. But I don't think it was good. You could say you're satisfied. I don't think you could say
it's definitely the worst season. Like if I were to rank them, I would go 1, 4, 3, 2, and 5, and it shouldn't be like that. This should be they should be going out on a bang. It should have, like you said, banger after banger after banger after banger. Instead, it was like, okay, let's talk about our feelings. Like there were certain things like on the tower. They're like on the way up on the tower, and Mike and Will stop, and they're like, chatting about their feelings. Like, fuck your feelings, dude. Like, we got to fucking kill this dude, or he's going to, drive another world into our world and kill everybody.
And like they did that fake out with Steve. I'm like, I don't know why they could just fucking kill Jonathan. Like he was about pointless.
No one likes Jonathan.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I mean, like I said, there's redeeming stuff with it. With the finale, obviously.
I'm not saying like the whole thing's terrible, but I don't think any of it was all that good outside of a couple of scenes.
Yeah, and
which is fair. I mean,
like I like those first couple episodes, and then the fourth one, but man, it was just, I don't know, it was tough. And like, Lord forbid if like Murray and a couple other people weren't in this season, it would have been awful. Like it was really bad.
Murray saved it. He was one of them.
Yeah, I just felt like a lot of the actors struggled. I mean, they just could not perform. Like,
well, I think it's the writing too. It's just like
they weren't good in like the emotional like scenes. Like a bunch of the scenes with like Millie Bobby Brown and Mike, and like they just really failed to make you feel the urgency of the moments, their feelings. Like it just didn't come across the screen to me.
Well, just like they're walking in the abyss, like chit chatting, like what the fuck? It's just like
there's a lot, man.
Like Steve and Jonathan, like, well, me and Nancy broke up. I was like, well, I'm not into Nancy anymore. So like, I don't fucking care.
But man, these people, I was telling a friend, I was like, these Stranger Things fans, they're worse than UFO people. Like, they were fucking going over every last, like, frame.
Why is the dial a different color?
Yeah.
Well, even like the UFO people were like, these motherfuckers are crazy.
Yeah. But it was just, I don't know, man. Some of these videos on TikTok, you're like, do you work? Like, how do you have the energy to, like, pour into this, you know? But, man, it just...
So I've got two kind of thoughts that kind of hit me while I was watching this whole season. So, we talk about our crazy Christian movies sometimes. Is there like a crazy Christian version of this thing? And instead of called Stranger Things, it's Christian Things. And it's like The Neighbors. Like, look at those kids playing D&D again. They're going to open up the void to hell. And then that all happens. And like the Christian family is, praying about it and everything.
I think
worship the devil.
I think you should write Turning Point USA and see if they'll give you a bunch of money to make
give me
it.
a couple million.
And then just not make it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I want to make it. We're gonna do this thing.
You got to get that.
Come up with like our own Bible board game and stuff.
You got to get that white haired guy that's always in those Christian movies too. Like,
You need Baby Billy Freeman.
Yeah.
I can't
Baby Billy's
fornicate
Bible
with you until
bonkers.
we get married, lady.
My other thought was
Dangerous.
all of these, pretty much all of them are Gen Xers because they're born in like 1970-ish. And we know in the last couple of elections, Gen Xers took kind of a MAGA turn. So who in the cast turned MAGA in their 50s?
Oh, are we going to definitely Mike?
Do we think Mike? I don't know. Now,
I could see Will being at a Trump rally, gays for Trump.
a log cabin Republican, right? Because you see, his ending is that he's in some going out in a bar somewhere, and somebody says so. Will's dealing with AIDS in the 80s and Jeffrey Dahmer. Did you see that? Jeffrey Dahmer.
I saw the meme where somebody put Jeffrey Dahmer at the bar with him.
So you think Will's going to make it through those and maybe not come out a log cabin Republican? You got
you're gonna survive a supernatural entity just to get fucking eaten by Dahmer.
Well, and that's the thing. They are all hyped on Ronald Reagan. So
now, Nancy, right? Nancy moves to New York or whatever, or she becomes a journalist. But now Steve stays in Indiana. Does Steve turn into like a MAGA Republican?
No, I could see Steve being like the level-headed
guy.
I think he'd be the level-headed, like, moderate that can go either way,
And you got
Jonathan's a liberal.
Could be, yeah.
He's like the very New York.
No. Jonathan is a libertarian.
Yeah.
He got hipped on a.
Well, he's talking about the film he was making too.
The consumer.
Okay, one thing that I really thought they should have added more of this year was the science. They should have incorporated the science teacher from episode 1 all the way to the finale.
How about no Derek, and we'll take the science teacher.
Why are you hating on Derek, dude?
He just annoyed me.
Like, what is so right? Like, Derek was one of the best parts.
I feel like he was in it too much.
Yeah,
as just some new character to have. I would have definitely had the science teacher over some of the characters, but
yeah, the science teacher, he needed to be in it way more. Like, he should have been involved with a lot more of the missions.
Like, he should have been like the ground opened up into another dimension. I'm not going to even worry about it. I'm a science teacher. I don't care.
I thought it was cool though that he's like opening the garage, the gates and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, that was awesome.
Nancy's Second Amendment pro-choice.
Yeah. Erica, man, Erica was good in this season. I said. What was it? Eat your cookies.
Yeah, I would like to have more of her too.
Yeah,
man.
She kind of gets. I think she kind of gets shafted. Like, they include her, but they don't include her.
And she's one of the better characters.
Yeah, definitely.
She's like, I'm sick and tired of these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, she doesn't say motherfuckers.
I know, but you get
the
that vibe from
situation
her.
calls for cussing.
Yeah. Well, you get that vibe from her. Like, she just can't stand these people because they're stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, very true.
That and Dustin, too. He's just like, I can't stand Steve. He's just always so fucking stupid.
So, now that January 7th has come and passed, like, do you think people are really depressed now? Like, that's how it fucking ended?
I'm just glad it's done, actually.
And again, you're like, this...
Is it done, Rob?
No.
This...
Money talks.
This is the exact ending that it was always going to be, I think.
Yeah.
Or, not always, but, like, pretty much. Like, even when, I thought I was kind of
happy, but a not happy ending.
Yeah, I was kind of, I mentioned in our last episode, I thought more of them would die, and there'd be like a wormhole time travel, And it would have still basically ended up like this.
I was, you had called it. You were like, "There's going to be some aspect of time travel." And when they showed the wormhole, I was like, "Fucking Mr. PBS."
And then it turns out they just kind of have the wormhole. It doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah. It's just a wormhole to another place.
Yeah.
That didn't really need a wormhole anyway.
Right.
It's not a wall. Well, Steve drove his fucking Beamer right into it. That's for sure.
And then back to my last point. So, like Joyce and Hopper, if they're still alive, they're old. So, like, are they watching Fox News with the volume on 100 all day?
Mm-hmm.
These damn kids.
Oh, Hopper's, got the MAGA flags out and everything, bro. All right.
Joyce, these kids.
They ain't stepping in this fucking house.
Did you like how they were like, he's like, I got a job in Montauk.
Yeah.
And it's like, how is he the police chief after being dead all these years?
His hair got really white in that last 18 months, too. He looked a lot older.
Yeah. But, like, what about the other dude that took his place? Like, they just like, sorry, buddy, Hopper's
We thought
back.
you were dead.
Yeah. All right, you know what time it is.
Zilla's Tubi pick of the week. Each week we pick the best from Tubi's vast selection. This time it's a dud. I watched a film so bad it made my eyes go wide. With every line they said, I couldn't help but hide. So sit back and enjoy.
All right, buddy. What do you have for us this week?
Well, it's not a banger, but it's got some moments.
Like, Rob, this is a Christmas movie.
I know.
What are we doing here, Rob?
I'm slacking, brother. That's all I gotta say to you.
What's I know you've got more movies you can recommend than this. Like, there's got to be another shark movie.
Unfortunately, not right now, actually.
Not right now?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't know. I've been slacking a little bit.
All right, so Zilla's Tubi pick of the week this week is Killer Raccoons 2, Dark Christmas in the Dark.
Shocker, I never seen the first one.
What a name. And look at this cover here, this cover art.
It's fantastic.
They're on a train, and this raccoon's got a Santa hat. He's got a Uzi. Then we've got one with dynamite. Then there's Santa sleigh with some reindeer. Oh, that one's got a bomb. An old-fashioned bomb, like the Batman bomb. Mm-hmm. All right. So here's the synopsis for this. On a snowy Christmas Eve, former mild-mannered college student Casey Smallwood is released from prison after serving 10 years for underage drink. You can go to jail for 10 years for underage drinking?
So he was set up because all these killer raccoons, and
okay,
the mayor set him up where he had to go to jail for 10 years.
Eager to get out of town, he hops on the express train to Washington, D.C. But after the Holiday Express takes off into the winter wilderness, it's hijacked by an angry gang of domestic terrorists and highly intelligent government-trained raccoons. Not one to back down from a raccoon fight, Casey joins forces with a porter on the train to fight the terrorists, help bring down a top-secret raccoon-controlled military laser satellite, and show those raccoons who's in charge.
It's so funny just because the raccoons are just like little stuffed raccoons, and they give them like toy guns, and they're like Uzis. It's so fucking funny.
It looks terrible.
It is terrible. But there's certain moments that are funny because like the guy grabs the raccoon and like starts beating the shit out of him, and he's like making the raccoon noises.
How does this have an average ranking of 3?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That is insane, dude.
I think I give like a half or a 1 just because I laughed quite a few times.
Raccoons are just tiny trash bandits with excellent eyeliner. Christmas Under Siege.
It basically what it was. It was like Under Siege. Like
this movie is the definition of so bad it's good.
I don't follow that.
Yeah, no way.
No.
Like, what kind of review is this? Introduce this to my twin. Okay.
What is that?
Yeah. This might be like your worst pick ever, Rob.
I think it is. Yeah.
Like you didn't have one that you'd already watched, and
I haven't, because I was sick, so I didn't really watch anything. I just watched a few of the newer stuff.
I mean, like,
not Tubies.
You're a fucking liar.
I'm dead serious.
You watched all kinds of shit.
Not till recently.
Whatever. You lie so much.
There are more dick jokes here than on your dad's OnlyFans, so that's nice. Kind of disappointing that Ron Jeremy doesn't show his geriatric wang here, but otherwise this did get a number of laughs out of me.
He's in it for like a minute.
3 stars.
Is this, there's not too many reviews on this, it doesn't look like.
As it should be.
Yeah, this is, oh, here we go. More. I have a confession to make. I know it's going to come as a shock to many, but I've never seen Killer Raccoons 1. I'm sure you were thinking that surely everyone had seen it by now, but I'm here to tell you that that's just not the case, and don't call me Shirley. So I'm hoping that I'm not lost watching this, because I'm sure it will be a complex story of international espionage and intrigue. Wow, this person went on they wrote a whole fucking essay on this. Jeez.
So the first movie is called Coons, Night of the Bandits of the Night.
Yeah, you have to admit,
and then
the name is great.
There's a review, a 3-star review says, I feel like this entire thing was concocted just for one racist scene.
Lordy. What have we done? All right. Well, thank you for your Tubi pick of the week, Rob, even though it sucks.
I'll do better.
I'm gonna hijack Rob's segment here for just 1 second.
Go for it.
So I don't have a Tubi pick, but what I started doing was sometimes people recommend movies on other podcasts. I listen to and stuff, and they're sometimes harder to find, like not on any of the streaming. So there was one that somebody mentioned on a podcast, and I went to archive.org, and Archive's got a lot of movies and stuff on there. I think I originally went there because Ryan Johnson recommended a movie when he was talking about Wake Up Dead Man that isn't streaming anywhere, but it is on there. And you can, if your streaming device has like a web browser, you can just go to archive.org on your web browser in your streaming device and watch it on there. So I found a movie called Infection from 2004, directed by Masayuki Ochiai. Probably saying that wrong, but not too bad. And it's Evil is Contagious. Infection takes place in a dark, isolated hospital where one doctor's mistake has led to dire consequences for a patient, and a hospital death is just a breath away. And this was like a really kind of cool one. You got like the staff working in this hospital that's kind of getting run down. They're getting low on supplies, low on doctors and nurses. And they end up taking this patient who's got like a weird rash, and he's like kind of getting ready to die. And like the emergency, the ambulance for like the first 15 minutes of the movie is like calling any hospital. We need to get this patient somewhere stat. So you're kind of going to this movie. You're like, is it a zombie movie? Is it a supernatural thing? And I don't want to give too much away. I will say the copy on archive.org looked kind of like a DVD rip from about 20 years ago. So it's not great, but it is watchable. But like colors play kind of an important role in the movie, like green and red, and it's a little muddy, so it's not as great. So I'd like to see this one get like a remaster from somebody. But Infection 2004, it's worth checking out.
All right.
Some good J horror from the 2000s.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right. So we forgot to talk about Predators. That's right. Predators. This was a Paramount Plus documentary. Is this on Letterboxd? I want to say.
Should be.
So, do you have a negative impression of Chris Hansen after watching this?
Not negative, I'd say exactly. Sort of the thing behind this is the director of the movie is kind of interrogating, like, was this a good thing? And we've mentioned it before. And I commented on, I found this documentary because of a guy I kind of follow on TikTok, Movie Good, Movie Bad, and he was talking about it. And it's kind of like, you see some of these people who got caught up in this. And I said, I kind of feel bad for some of them. And people are like, oh, you're feeling bad for pedophiles? Or like, if you ever watch this show, it's clear that some of the people who got caught up in this are not mentally all there.
Yeah.
And on top of that, this is from like the early 2000s, and I don't think the internet was kind of weird back then, and I don't think some people like sort of understood that it was real in a way.
Yeah.
Whereas today, I think we understand that a lot better. Like actually the internet world and the real world are kind of so close together. It's like it's bad almost. And so the documentary kind of gets into that a little bit. And again, it's not saying feel bad for these people. They were definitely trying to do something they shouldn't have been doing with underage people. But it's kind of like,
how many truly underage like people are going out and seeking that from adults
and trying to lure people. Like
yeah,
they interview some of the decoys.
I had talked about that, a long time ago. I think we had that conversation with Hot Sauce, and I was like, it's kind of fucked up. Like it's kind of entrapment to a degree.
Right.
But it's legal. I mean, they put these people in jail, and their lives are ruined after this.
Oh, that's the other thing. Like some of the people they can't put in jail because of the way they've done some of this.
Yeah,
because it is, as you say, it's kind of entrapment. In many cases, and the documentary is trying to get into the heart of like, is this stuff, has it done more good or more harm? And again, we get, because we watch the show for laughs. We've all laughed at it.
Oh yeah.
There's like the one guy who shows up on like more than one episode, with Christians like, what are you doing here? And all that. And the documentary just tries to get to that. I don't think it totally accomplishes what the director wanted to, but it does open that up. And like I say, Chris Hansen is interviewed later in the show. They go to like some Chris Hansen wannabes, and it's pretty clear that a lot of them are just trying to get famous somehow.
Yeah.
And
the group that they had on there, the one guy was kind of a douchebag.
Yeah.
And like those, I felt like were really entrapment. Like, I mean, the way they had the girl like talking to him and stuff, and they had this girl, she's like in her fucking 40s or something. And then she puts on this girly voice and gets him to come in. The one guy walks in and goes, "No fucking way you're this old." And it's like, yeah, that dude was fucked big time because he was there,
But there's like a story where I forget what Chris Hansen's new thing was called. He was like starting some new internet venture with some guy.
Something blue something or something like that.
And they were basically trying to start like a true TV court, whatever channel.
I think it's still going.
It might be.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I sent you guys that TikTok the other day of Chris Hansen doing his new thing where he was talking about the guy like, you say you got a big dick? Is that what you said to her?
That's what you said to her.
Do you ask all your friends if they have big dicks? Or do you like big dicks? Yeah, something like that.
And, they talk about an incident where Chris Hansen and this new company went after this boy, or I guess you call him a man, who was like 18.
He's a kid.
Yeah, he really is. I know like 18, you're an adult now, but he's like an 18, and there was another boy who was like 16 and a half or 17 or whatever.
15. Was it 15?
Or maybe he was 15 and the other boy was 17, but they're like 2 or 3 years apart.
Yeah.
And they're, basically chasing this boy down like he's a serial offending pedophile or whatever. And they kind of ruin his life. And he was just a gay kid in a rural community trying to get together with someone he thought was another gay kid. And they kind of ruin his life, and he's just a kid, and they're kind of like trying to get Chris Hansen. He's like, do you maybe feel bad about that? And he's like, well, no, not really. Cause he was 18 and blah, blah, blah. And you're like,
yeah. Well, they show like him and the producer kind of going back and forth.
Right.
And the producer's like, listen, dude, I don't think we should put this. We shouldn't put this on. Like, we're going to ruin this guy's life. And like you said, Chris Hansen's like, well, he is 18 and he knew what he was doing. We should roll with it. Because, he always has that that real smug, like talking points. And yeah, they ruined that kid's fucking life. And the mom was like, yeah, he made a bad decision. I mean, is it terrible? No. But it's not like he's one of these like 50-year-old guys that's getting ready to just ruin some poor girl's life.
He's not Jeffrey Epstein,
Yeah, or like the one guy that they caught like 2 times. This wasn't in the documentary. This was an old Dateline NBC one. they caught this guy trying to meet like 15, 14-year-old boys at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And they literally caught him. Like they got him one week and then they got him the next week. Literally after he got out of jail, they got him again at the same McDonald's.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, you're finding these people, but like, are they getting any help for this problem that they have?
Right.
Or are they just getting shamed nationally and then thrown in jail maybe for a little bit and right back,
It's like you'd mentioned before, like some of these people, like you can tell, like they're just not all there in the head.
They obviously don't fully grasp what has happened.
Yeah. Like some people, they don't realize they've broken a law, and like there is a level of intelligence and coherence that just isn't there. But yeah, it's definitely like it's a documentary that takes you to the dark side of how to catch a predator.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like, I mean, like if you're on that show, your life is essentially over.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, remember, didn't they catch like a senator or a congressman or something like that killed himself?
I forget what he was, but he was
down in Texas or something like that.
He was like a judge or something, or a high-powered attorney or something like that.
Yeah, some political figure. We'll say that.
And they show that some of the unedited footage and everything. And again, it's just kind of interesting to see this from a different angle, because there's even a line from like 15 years ago where Jimmy Kimmel has him on as Chris Hansen on. He calls it like America's #1 comedy or something like that, and that's how it was viewed. And like I said, we've watched it and had some laughs, because it is
new footage of the ice killing.
Sorry, I'm looking for this video,
because it is, it's just what these people are doing is, not quite funny is not the word, but it's just like, wow, you're doing this. You're going to meet these people. You think you're getting away with this. And again, is this helping anybody? That's kind of what the director is getting at. The director's like, I was molested when I was kind of that age. And I don't know if this kind of show has done anything to make me and people like me feel any better about what has happened.
Like the one thing I never thought of Chris Hansen in a negative light. I'm like, he's a host. He's doing something good here, I guess you could say. Right. And after watching this, I've lost a little bit of respect for Chris Hansen. And like, you see like the behind the scenes of him launching this new YouTube channel that they think is going to be the next True TV. And you can tell it's like, he is got main character syndrome, right, and it's not about the victims. It's about Chris Hansen.
Right.
This is my big moment, and there's like 10 people there.
Yeah.
Like, dude, read the room. You're not as big as you think you are. And even in the interview, the director asks him, he's like, so what's the difference between you and these rogue vigilante people on YouTube? Well, let me explain that to you. I work exclusively with law enforcement. I'm sorry, what do they do after they get someone there and they call the cops? They're working with law enforcement. And so he's got this like savior mentality, and he's not.
Right.
Like, dude, you are profiting off of other people's
suffering, basically.
Like inability to grasp the gravity of the situations they're in. And you kind of like, he's no worse he's no better than any other shitty network person that profits off of people's misery.
Right. Just he's exploiting the situation.
Yes. But like, it's kind of sad because I always enjoyed it. Like you said, we've always gotten laughs out of it. Like, I brought you Wendy's. And there's obviously that great South Park episode where they all start killing themselves. But yeah, it's kind of like you kind of feel like guilty watching it in a sense after watching this.
And there's some episodes where like they catch like a couple of 20-year-old dudes who you get the feeling like a woman has never talked to them in their lives.
Yeah.
And they finally get some attention from, an air quotes woman online.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, would these people really be offenders? Because I just don't see underage girls talking to these people. Maybe underage boys. But I don't know. Like, where do we draw the line on this and judge these people by their ability to understand the situation?
Like I said, the documentary, I think, doesn't quite get where the director wanted it to go, but he's asking all those questions. Like I say, in a sense, I feel bad for some of the people caught up in this. At the same time, I'm not saying what they're doing is right or forgivable or anything. Like, they were obviously trying to do something bad, but the thing, we'll never know if they would have done it or not because of how the whole sort of thing of the show.
Yeah,
and obviously it's good that they couldn't have done it, but it's just I think it's just worth asking yourself these questions about if this actually helped anything or if it was just exploitation.
All right, real quick, we got to get on to this here.
You asked her if she likes big dicks. What do you mean by that?
I just asked a question. Like I said,
you ask all your friends if they like big dicks?
I have.
You have. Your male friends?
Rob, do you like big dicks?
Hey, you like big dicks? But you asked that question.
Hey, you like big dicks? I think we need to clip that for a sound effect.
To a 15-year-old girl.
Now,
you asked her if
this guy is 100% a pedophile.
Yeah. She would suck your dick at the door.
Man, I didn't say it like that.
I mean, I said it, but I didn't say it like that.
Suck my dick at the door.
I mean, like I said, I was just talking shit. I ain't really...
That's the guy that knocks up a 13, 14-year-old, and she becomes miserable, and they're in fucking Kroger, buy a Mountain Dew, that's that. You can profile this guy.
But again,
this does,
as Rust might say, like, this guy ain't splitting the atom anytime soon.
No.
Like, he's obviously not an intelligent person. So, you got that on one hand. On the other hand, he obviously showed up to this thing thinking there was a 15-year-old there.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, he was ready. He was ready to do something.
Yeah.
not look good.
No, I don't.
And you can see that, can't you?
I really was trying to know, Miss Girl.
Okay, but that's not what you said in the communication. There's something else you need to know. I'm Chris Hansen.
I don't know who that is.
That hurt. I think that hurt Chris Hansen's soul. Like, you don't know me?
I guarantee you it did, especially after watching that documentary, because he is all about himself.
I've been doing this for 20 years. You don't know me?
Even that, like, he tried, like, at the end of that documentary, he tries to make himself seem like a messiah because he's like, you don't understand how many people come up to me in airports, grocery stores, out in public. Where else can you name, Chris? And he's like, and they thank me for the work that I'm doing because they are a victim and they really appreciate me putting these people in jail. Like, okay, Chris.
I just want to fucking vomit what you're saying.
Well, you're about to find out. Is there anything else you want people to know about what you did tonight? What you did over the last...
I wasn't planning on messing with that girl like that.
You weren't planning to mess with that girl? No. I think you're...
Like, doesn't Chris Hansen look like an evil guy from, like, an 80s, like, comedy, you know, that owns, like, some place where all the douchebags hang out, and he has like his gang of like douchebags, you know, that are teenagers or whatever, and has him do his bidding to profit, you know.
He looks like the prick, like, principal.
Yeah.
He loves giving you evil detention.
And I think the chats that you had and the phone conversations back that up.
Man, it don't look good. No, but no.
It don't look good. That's right. You asked.
That's right.
They don't look good. That's right, buddy. Chris Hansen, king of the pedophiles.
Chris Hansen.
Collector of the pedophiles. I mean, that makes me, now I'm going to like find out which episode that South Park one was and watch that tonight. Because that is some funny shit. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, so.
Yeah, worth checking out, making up your own mind.
Yeah, it definitely is, especially if you watched, you know, How to Catch a Predator in the past, which, you know, 99% of people have.
People, I mean, like I say, people our age, that was like a show that was
like, what was it? A Sunday night it came on or something like that?
Was like primetime Dateline, reruns all the time.
Yep. So, all right. Do you know where to find the year in review on Letterboxd?
Well, we all have Pro, I think, so you can just see our stats. But I think if you just go to like your page on Letterboxd, it'll be like at the top. It'll have the Wrapped. Just go to your profile or whatever.
Profile, okay. Stats for 2025.
So you can just click on 2025 there.
Oh, okay.
Scroll down. That's not like the little wrap that they send you, but it's the same.
Essentially the same thing.
It's the same information.
So I watched 155 films, 73 reviews. I made 2 lists, 12 likes, 0 comments. So sad. 285.9 hours. Okay, as you can see, these are the highest rated films that I had. So Wake Up Dead Man, Superman, One Battle After Another, F1, Happy Gilmore 2, Ballerina, House of Dynamite, Predator, Killer of Killers, not Predators, by the way, Sinners, Frankenstein, Companion, Begonia. By the way, Jason messaged me last night. He was like,
Me too.
He's like, you ever seen this Begonia movie? I'm like, oh, yeah. And he was like, this is some crazy shit.
So that's this. Me and Sleazy went and saw it. It was pretty worth checking out.
Yeah. I miss going to the movies with Jason. But The Long Walk, Mission Impossible, Eddington. Did you guys watch Eddington?
Still haven't watched
I
that.
have to watch that one.
Dude, the end of that movie is fucking nuts, man.
Isn't it from the creator of Hereditary?
Ari Aster.
Yeah.
I've heard mixed things about the movie. Some people really like it. Some people really don't like it.
It treads a thin line of like really bad and really awesome.
Is it labeled like a dark comedy? I've heard.
Yeah,
is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, it's insane. Okay, so yeah, you can see this. This is a really cool thing, and this gets you. This is $20 a year.
Oh yeah,
so it's worth it. Yeah. My first film was Project Wolf Hunt.
My man.
My 50th film was Hard Eyes. I actually liked that. That was decent.
That was a fun ass movie.
My 100th film. I think this is just so phenomenal right here. My 100th film was One Battle After Another, and that's probably. I mean, if I had to say if you ask me like right now, gun to my head, what was the best movie of 2025? I'm saying One Battle After Another.
That's why I've heard people have been saying that or Sinners is like their top movie of the year.
I didn't make it to another milestone there. The last film was The Great Flood.
Dude, that was so fucking disappointing.
It was, dude. It looked like it was going to be a cool movie, and then it sucked.
But it's just like, I hated the kid. Put it that way.
I only watched one movie twice, and that was Superman. All right. Obviously, you can see thriller and horror and action all lead the way with sci-fi and comedy there. Drama, adventure, crime, mystery. I feel like a lot of the crime shit I watch is TV shows anymore. Not so much movies, but TV shows. USA had 28 UK films. All right. 10 Canadian, 6 Australian, 5 Italian, and those were all
them Italians.
That was all horror right there. 5 Ireland, 5 German, 4 Swedish movies. Okay. 4 South Korean movies. Rob's like, those are rookie numbers.
You get those numbers up.
3 Japan movies. That's all Halloween right there. Okay. Yeah. So it breaks it down by your themes here. Horror, terrifying, haunted, and supernatural. Twisted psychological thriller. Yeah, there we go. All right. So how do you tell, okay, premieres. So 41% of my movies were premieres. 58.7% were rewatches. Or older movies that I just hadn't seen before. Here we go. 87.7% were watches, and 12.3% were rewatches. There we go. I reviewed 52.9%, and then 47.1% I did not review. My most watched actor was Jack Quaid, followed by Anthony Mackie, Adam Scott, Billy Bob Thornton, Josh Brolin, David Harbour, Adam Hertig. He's one of those small guys that's kind of in things. Tristan Carlucci. I have no idea who that is.
If you click on it, the 3 films there, it'll tell you exactly what he was in.
Violent Night, Nobody 2, The Long Walk. Okay. Still don't remember. Shea Wiggum. Yeah, dude, that guy's awesome in everything.
Yeah.
I love him. Simon Pegg. There we go. Yeah. Didn't realize I watched 3 movies with Julia Garner in them.
What is it? Wolfman?
Yeah, that's the. Oh, and
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, and then whatchamacallit? Weapons.
Yep.
There you go. Alan Rickman. Rest in peace, sir. All right. Directors, John McTiernan. What was his two
Die
films?
Hard and
Predator.
You watch Predator in there.
God, what a masterpiece. What happened here? Okay. Edgar Wright, Dan Trachtenberg, Lucio Fulci.
Your Italian movies right there.
Yep. Oh, man. What a good year. It was a decent year for movies, I'd say.
Yeah.
All right. Alex Garland was in there. Okay. All right. That's cool that they give you the producers, writers, and story. Yeah, that's cool. They even give you special effects and composers.
Studio.
Can I look at yours, PBS?
I think so. Just go to my profiler. You can click on my 2025 like yours.
What's your...
The ROKYFO.
Come on. There we go. Look at him killing it. 182 movies.
I always feel bad if I don't get to 200. Like 200 is the number I want to get to in a year.
I remember last year making it a point to watch movies, and somewhere along the line, I fall off because I try to catch up on my shows.
Yeah.
So
I think, I maybe I said it last year. There's a guy I follow, Elric Kane, who does a couple of podcasts, and he's a director now and all that. And he said, I was watching like 400 movies or something, and it occurred to me, I could watch 50 or 100 less movies and spend more time like reading or something and catching up on some books. So I'm not trying to be one of those people who watches 1,000 movies or 3 movies a day. We're like a good 200, some's a good number.
Hey, look at this: 56 reviews, 10 likes, 311.
Mm-hmm.
No, 6-7?
311. No. What are you talking about? 6-7. Get out of here, Rob. Okay. Highest rated films: Sinners, One Battle After Another, Wake Up Dead Man, Begonia, Adolescence. That was a good little mini series there. Superman, Weapons, Fantastic Four. Wow, Companion, Bring Her Back. So, our highest rated movies are all very similar. Dangerous Animals was kind of good.
I was into that.
By the way, I watched Good Boy.
I have to watch it.
I was a little disappointed.
It was just okay. Should have been a short movie.
I gave it 2.
Yeah, if it had been like 30 minutes or something, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah,
it gets repetitive.
Exactly. Yep. And there's not like a whole lot that goes on in it.
Yeah.
So
it either need to be shorter or have a little more going on.
Yeah, it needed more depth in it. Like, it was very dense.
Yeah.
Okay, your first film was Nosferatu. Your 50th was The Saint. 100th was Lahane. Okay. 150th, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. And your last film was Infection. Oh, boy.
I remember the cover of that, Infection. I don't think I watched it, though.
I'm going to, can I add that to my watch list from here? Okay. All right. Horror was your number 1 genre, followed by thriller, sci-fi, comedy. Okay. All right. Then USA. So, yeah, we're pretty similar as far as like our regions and stuff like that.
I want to make it. I tried to start it last year, but I want to make a point of watching more foreign films just because I got like a bunch of karate box sets and foreign horror movie box sets at home that I'm trying to get through.
Shaw Brothers. Yeah, buddy.
Don't tap the watch at me, buddy. We'll run through Robzilla's in 10 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like your watches were 59.3%, followed by rewatches were only 40.7%. Older movies you watched 76.9%, and premieres were only 23.1%.
Yep.
So he's an oldie. Not reviewed 70.3%, 29.7%. Wow, Patrick Wilson was your number 1 actor.
Patrick and Vera.
Yeah.
Films.
Peter Cushing.
You can tell I rewatched The Conjuring. Peter Cushing. I've watched all those.
Look at all these.
Frankenstein.
Look at all these black and white motherfuckers.
That's black and white.
That's my horror movies.
Yeah. Okay.
William Powell and Myrna Loy. I watched the Thin Man movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lionel.
Boris Karloff. Yep. Whole lot of horror movies there.
A lot of black and white here for your directors too.
Yeah.
Terrence Fisher.
Yeah. He was a big Hammer director.
Is this Earl C. Kitten?
Yep.
Okay. W.S. Van Dyke.
Yeah, he did a bunch of the Thin Man movies there.
Oh, Dario Argento. I mean, what a creepy looking motherfucker he is.
He really could be.
Oh, wow. So let's see here. I was going to say composers. Here you go. Joseph Bashara.
I think he did a lot of the Conjuring ones.
Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman's a good one.
James Bernard. Hans J. Salter. John Williams.
Johnny Williams.
All right. Rob, where are you at here? He's going to have like 40 movies for the year. Oh, shit. There we go.
Yep. Robzilla, 1985. I have actually 190.
Wow.
Got us both beat this year.
Well, you know, he's a shithead. There we go. All right. Your highest rated movie, Predator, Killer, Killers, followed by Sinners, Frankenstein, Wake Up Dead Man, Happy Gilmore 2, House of Dynamite, Unknown Number, Catfish, Superman, Weapons, Mickey 17, Bring Her Back, Warfare, Hard Eyes. What is this? Mercy for None, Best of War, Minecraft. Good God, your first film, Outside. What is this? Hellbound, House of Shark. Hellbound was your 50th, House of Sharks your 100th. Your 150th was Final Destination Bloodlines, and your last film was I Know What You Did Last Christmas.
Ooh.
You watched Final Destination Bloodlines twice. Your favorite genre was horror, followed by thriller, action, comedy, crime. Yeah, so we're all about the same on those.
You can see his South Korea's up number 3 there.
Oh, yeah.
Korean was
14 films.
Korean was his second language, so he was getting his Korean.
Yeah. Themes, horror, 55.3%, 44.7%. Watches was 94.7%. Rob is very adventurous with his movies.
He's got to watch some Tubi picks.
5.3% rewatches. Okay. Keanu Reeves, your best actor, followed by Ian McShay, Lance Reddick. He's been watching
some John Wick.
John Wick, Alan Tudyk, Chow Yun-Fat, Joseph Quinn. Okay. All right. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, there you go, right there.
Yep.
Chad Stahelski and John Woo.
Yep. Those are Rob's boys right there. All right. Well, there we go. Highs and lows. The Heat. Popeye was 1.5. Most obscure doesn't say. I didn't look at that for us, but well, we can look at it some other time. Wow. All right. Well, hopefully you guys...
Welcome to 2026.
Yes, welcome to 2026. Hopefully everybody had a fun and safe Happy New Year, but we are back on our schedule now, hopefully. So we'll be back in, not next week, but the following week after that. We're bi-weekly. So thanks, as always, for listening to the show. Remember, keep it sleazy.
Thanks for listening to the Sleazy Podcast. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and remember, listen to Sleazy.